guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be sharing you a recipe that's actually a follow-up from last week's Mod 1 video. So if you remember, last week we actually shared across a warm spice sangria that made use of some apples, which we'll be using today.
No, you did not use some apples, you used 3 full apples.
2.5?
Fine, so now we have 2.5 apples that are drenched with red wine and a little tart, which makes it a little hard to swallow directly.
Yep, so we're going to put it all together in a dessert, combining with some other elements, and this dessert is very simple and easy to make using very few ingredients. So what you need would be the apples from the sangria, you need some butter, you need some biscuits, and lastly you need some salt as well. So with that, that's basically it. Oh, sorry, not forgetting the very important ice cream that we currently have in the freezer. So that's basically it, and with that, we're ready to go.
You get started.
Okay, so we're gonna get started and we're going to first start off with the butter and we're going to make some brown butter. So we're going to take the butter and then pour it into the saucepan and basically just let it melt.
So why do you need the butter to be brown? Or what is brown butter actually?
So brown butter is basically like, it's basically like chao ta butter that has basically caramelized. So once you get some brown bits after it's melted, it creates this very like nice, sweet, caramelized, smoky flavors that really just emphasizes like the taste.
Wok hei taste.
Yeah, like the buttery wok hei, correct, wok hei butter. Yeah, so I'll just let this go, let the fire go. In the meantime, can you please just basically crush up all of the digestive biscuits?
How many is all?
Right here I have about 9 pieces, but that's really just because I'm just going to use everything that I currently have on hand. So general rule of thumb, basically the recipe that I'm sharing with you today serves 4 people, and it includes about 8 digestive biscuits. But because I currently have 9, I'm just going to I'm going to finish all.
Finish all?
Yeah, just finish it all. Basically the point is you just use whatever that you have on hand. So yes, general rule of thumb, basically we have the recipe that I'm sharing really serves 4 people, and on average is about like 2 biscuits per person. So yeah, if you have more than 2 apples inside that you have prepared, then just multiply accordingly.
So as you can tell, today I'm just like a helper. So what I'm doing is essentially like a physical rolling
pin.
Yeah, rolling pin.
Yeah, most recipes that you find online usually requires you to get a rolling pin and just bash it up. But I don't think we're not that pretentious. So we're just going to use it on our hands and just crush it up accordingly.
Or you can use this and, but no.
So my butter is fully melted right now, but I just want to get it past its boiling point and basically use just to get it burned. It might take a while, so let's just let it do its thing.
But why does it splatter out?
Because it's oil, basically. Right now we're just kind of like burning up the oil, which is why it splatters quite a fair bit. So do be careful. Do be careful.
Is this fresh enough?
Yeah. Okay, so I like that there's actually a little bit of texture. Like there are some finer pieces as well as some larger pieces. I think that's great. Because later when we use it as a topping or as a base, it'll be quite nice.
Okay.
It's a different like texture and variation to it.
Anyway, I think going back to the butter, if you're using the salted butter, you can probably just hold your hand on the salt subsequently, right?
Yeah,
so
correct.
that's fine.
So actually you can see it's actually turning a little bit more golden brown. Just now it's very yellowy, now it's a bit more golden brown. So you're just going to let it continue and do its thing.
Do you actually need to stir it?
I don't think you need to, but then towards the end, and you'll see later, the brown bits will form, and then that's when you probably want to stir in so that the brown bits are more evenly distributed.
Okay.
Can you smell the butter yet?
Yes, yeah, I've been smelling the butter for a while, so like, it's not just melted butter, there's a little bit of sweetness in... Oh yeah, because we are using salted butter, so you can smell the sweetness and the saltiness coming out. I never actually understood like smelling the saltiness until like now.
Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to brown a bit already.
Okay.
It's nice like golden color to it.
Yeah, if I didn't know better, I would say like it's just like boiling oil, but it smells like butter.
See, so I haven't touched it in a while, and then it's really starting to brown. So that's what we want.
Okay, so is it about time to throw the piece in?
No. So after this, oh look, it's done already. You can see that all the browns are Yeah, so I just let it go for a little while more, maybe like a minute or 2. Then I'll take it off the heat. If not, it'll be too hot for us to handle.
Okay.
Yeah. love that there's so much like brown sediments in it now. Okay.
Now?
No, we're just going to like clear up the table first. So I'm going to take the pot off the induction cooker, but that's it.
I'll make space.
Now I'm just going to put a towel here so that it doesn't burn the table, you know. Okay. Alright, this is done. When I put it down, can you just pour the biscuits into the pot?
All?
Oh yeah, just pour all.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, there's like, you can take a look at the brown bits inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
It really looks like burnt.
It is. It's basically like butter with like brown caramelized bits. Okay,
One
once
and
that's
only
in,
job is done.
not really, I have another job for you again later. But once that's in, you can give it a quick stir. So when we are stirring it in, we're going to try our very best to basically coat every crumb with that butter mixture. And as you can see now, the mixture is a little bit more wet than it was in the bag earlier. And if you have the right proportions, basically if you push it all together, it will hold its shape.
Oh, so is this one of those ways that you can actually get like the base of pies?
Yes, like pies, like no-bake pies, no-bake cheesecakes.
Also, this is literally no bake.
Yes, this
Right.
is a no-bake recipe, which is why I love it so much. Because besides like
Because she's
melting the
lazy.
oh yes, I'm lazy, but also practical, right? Okay, I think we're basically done with the buttery biscuit base. We have our apples ready. Can I please trouble my horse out here to go and get the ice cream first?
Dobby is a free elf. I'll go when I want.
Now.
Ice cream.
Thank you. Okay, so basically we're just gonna start assembling. So while I'm gonna take this mug here, I'm gonna start assembling with the buttery biscuit base as the bottom, while you scoop up and crack the ice cream. So again, as we talked about the beauty of cooking at home, really, you can serve out however much as you want, just based on your preference. So I'm gonna start with just a fair bit of the buttery biscuit base at the bottom. Say buttery biscuit base really quickly 5 times.
Buttery biscuit base, 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 buttery biscuit
Okay.
base.
I think it's just me that can't really pronounce it very well.
Yes. Now you say it.
No, thank you. I put in a few apples at the bottom. Then he's gonna go in with the ice cream.
This is like my first time actually using this scoop.
Because usually I serve in the ice cream. Independence. I'm gonna top it off with a little bit more of apples on the side.
I'm just like enjoying this ice cream right now.
I can tell. Okay. Then I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit more of the biscuit base on top. More like a topping now. Okay. And that's basically it. And there you go, your deconstructed apple sundae.
With some malt wine.
Okay, so here you have a very quick and easy, simple dessert recipe that you can bring out anywhere you go, because basically the recipe calls for 3 main ingredients, right? 3 main elements. You have the buttery biscuit base, you have the apples from the sangria, and basically any kind of ice cream that you can buy. So what you can do is to just transfer all of these 2 elements basically into Tupperwares. When you're on your way to a friend's place or a gathering, just grab a pint of ice cream and just assemble when you're there.
Yeah, and you can always just grab a thermoflask along so they can store the malt wine from the previous episode. And well, you're in charge of desserts now.
And that's basically it. So we hope you enjoy. Do let us know if you give this a try and let us know how it goes. So till then, bye!